As some of you may already know, Touhou has a main theme called Theme of Eastern Story. It goes do 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 do. It appears as a leitmotif in several Touhou songs. For example, this is the riff of it in Keiki's theme. And here's a small portion of the song in Ben's theme. But that begs the question, what game did Theme of Eastern Story first appear in? Well, in Windows Touhou, Theme of Eastern Story is almost always a part of the main menu theme. So maybe the first time it appeared was the first Windows game. You could hear it at the start of Touhou 6's menu theme. So, was this the first Theme of Eastern Story? Nope. In fact, it's not even the first time this theme appeared on Windows. Before Touhou 6 released, Zune composed the music for a game called Seiho Shuso Gokyu. It's a sort of inverse of Touhou, with Seiho meaning Western instead of Eastern like Touhou means. In this game, Gensokyo appears as the extra stage, and Reimu and Marissa are bosses. It's where two of Reimu and Marissa's themes come from. But important to the topic at hand, the extra stage theme, Silk Road Alice, uses bits of Theme of Eastern Story throughout. So, was this the first Theme of Eastern Story? Well, it was the first one on Windows at least. But there's one more era of Touhou we haven't talked about. Did Theme of Eastern Story ever appear in the PC98 era? Well, the answer to this question is surprisingly complicated. Okay, so, the PC98 soundtracks got official re-releases on CDs called Akyu's Untouched Score in the mid-2000s. There is actually a full version of Theme of Eastern Story in the soundtrack re-release of Touhou 1. So, the soundtrack of the first Touhou game has Theme of Eastern Story in it, right? Not exactly. This version of the song was actually a bonus version created specifically for the soundtrack re-release. Here's the exact quote about this version. However, there aren't a lot of songs, so I decided to add something as a bonus track. It really is just an extra, but by leaving it at the end, it becomes another sort of starting point. So, does this song appear anywhere else in the PC98 games? Well, here's the weird thing. You can't actually hear any other versions of Theme of Eastern Story in any of the Akyu re-releases, or the music rooms of the PC98 Touhou games. That seems to settle it, right? Well, there's actually one more place to check. Take a listen to the boot-up theme of Touhou 4, and pay close attention to the last few seconds. I'll play the last few seconds again. So the very first time Theme of Eastern Story ever appeared was as the boot-up theme for Touhou 4 and Touhou 5. Wild. How to segue to an outro. Oh hey, did you know that my outro theme is a remix of Theme of Eastern Story? It was arranged by Wikiblock for a rhythm game we worked on together called Touhou Twin Rhythm.